What's all this?
Robespierre. He's declared today a festival of the Supreme Being. A paean to the virtue of the nation and the citizens' duty toward it.
Why does that sound familiar?
As far as Templar doctrine goes, it's a loose interpretation.
We'll never get close to him in the middle of all this. We'd best retire and wait for a better opportunity.
Still thinking like an assassin. This time, I have the plan.
Oh? And what would that be?
Think like a Templar.
Amazing!
Thought we were supposed to be
What's he
rationalists.
thinking? Vive Robespierre!
That's lovely.
Bravo!
Vive la liberté!
The Supreme Being ain't called for Robespierre. I'll eat my hat.
Ridiculous
What is
pomp
he
and
thinking?
circumstance.
What now?
Robespierre is unassailable. He's got half the guard out in force. We'll never get within 10 yards of him.
Just what I said.
But he's not as popular as he was. The Purgers, the Supreme Being cult. If we can discredit him, he's finished.
Massive public spectacle is the perfect venue.
Exactly. Paint him as a dangerous lunatic and his power will evaporate like snow in April. But we'll need some convincing evidence.
I have an idea where to start. You coming?
Meet me after. I have my own arrangements to make.
Écrasez-leur la cervelle!
He has seen tyranny, crime, and deception reign. And this moment, he sees an entire nation at war with all the oppressors of the human race. Suspend its heroic efforts in order to raise and bow to the great being. To undertake these efforts and the strength to execute them. This knowledge is a mortal man, and by engraving in the hearts of men the codes of justice and equality for humanity, just religions of tyrants. Did not his voice at the very beginning of time decree the republic, making liberty, good faith, and justice the order of the day for all centuries and for all peoples? He did not create change to devour the human species. Neither did he create priests to harness us like brute beasts to the carriages of kings. Give the world the example of basic, sky, perfidy,
I didn't imagine.
sorcery, and falsehood to the world. He created the universe to celebrate his power. He created men to help and to love one
Let's see. Incriminating evidence. Incriminating evidence.
together in an immense chain of love and happiness. Republican. It is up to you to cleanse the earth they
Looks like a
have
diary.
and to restore the justice they have banished from
At
it.
exactly 5 in the morning, you gen-
And keep you together from the breast of the Supreme Being.
Not quite what I'm looking for. A letter?
Do you want to triumph over all your enemies?
Monsieur Robespierre, take care that you do not allow your personal ambition.
The only form of worship worthy of him. People, let us surrender ourselves today.
That's no help at all.
Tomorrow we shall again come back fighting. We shall give the world an example of Republican virtue. That shall honor the
Merlin?
Tallien, Bourdon. These are all deputies of the National Convention. Lists of political figures written in the hand of a man fond of sending his rivals to the guillotine. Yes, these should do nicely.
At this moment, he sees an entire nation at war with all the oppressors of the human race. Suspend its heroic efforts in order to raise its thoughts and vows to the great being who gave it the mission to take these efforts and the strength to execute them. Seek not his immortality by engraving in the hearts of men the terms of justice and equality. Right there, the death of tyrants. Did not his voice at the very beginning of time decree the Republic, making liberty, good faith, and justice the order of the day for all centuries and for all people? He did not create change to species. Neither did he create priests to harness us like
Well?
A list of names. 50 or so deputies of the National Convention, all written in Robespierre's hand and all opposed to him.
I imagine those good gentlemen would be quite interested to know they're on that list. First, Monsieur Robespierre brought his own refreshments. Strike the guards. I have an idea.
Distract the guards. Right.
armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism. They can no more tear the world from armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism, poisons of atheism. They can no more tear the world from armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism. People fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies. People fear no more their people fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies. Their sacrilegious conspiracies. They can no. Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism. They can no more tear the world from. Yes. Daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism. They can no more tear the world from. In turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism.
Alors, je vais partir.
Allez-y.
Encore une marinée.
People sacrilegious conspiracies. People fear no more their People fear no more their sacrilegious
Monsieur
conspiracies.
Robespierre brought his own refreshments. Distract the guards. I have an idea.
Distract the guards. Right.
They can no more tell People fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies. They can no more tear the world from... People fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies. They can no more tear the world. It is wisdom, above all, that our guilty enemies want to drive from the Republic.
Now you've broken the law.
Here.
You're not allowed to.
Terribly sorry.
After him! Flank the bastard! Here with you, brother. I'm always up for a little license to die.
He was just here a minute ago. Like a bloody shadow he is. What's the best way?
We must be generous toward the good, compassionate toward the unfortunate, and inexorable toward the wicked. We must be compassionate toward the good. We must be generous toward the good, compassionate toward the unfortunate, and inexorable toward the wicked. We must be generous toward the good, compassionate toward the unfortunate, and inexorable toward the wicked. Let us not count on unalloyed prosperity, on triumph without obstacles, or on anything that depends on the fortune or perversity of another. Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poison of atheism, they can no more tear the world from armed in and the poisons of atheism, they can no more tear the world in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism. Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism, they can no more tear the world from... Yes. Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons...
You can't shake me!
They can no more tear the world. Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism. People.
Capitaine me dire ce qui se passe?
People fear no more their People, fear no more.
I'm with you. Suffer! Next. Like that!
Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism, they can no more tear the world from... Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism, they can no more tear the world from him. Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism.
What's the matter with you?
People. Sacrilegious conspiracies.
You're not allowed to be here.
People. They can no more tear the world from... People fear no more their sacrilegious conspiracies.
Monsieur Robespierre brought his own refreshments. Distract the guards. I have an idea.
Distract the guards.
Above all,
Right.
that our guilty enemies want to drive from the Republic. We must be generous toward the good, compassionate toward the unfortunate, and inexorable toward the wicked. We must be compassionate toward the good. We must be generous, compassionate toward the unfortunate, and inexorable toward the wicked. We must be generous toward the good, compassionate toward the unfortunate, and inexorable toward the wicked.
This one bit.
Let us not
Where's the
count on
corpses done
unalloyed
this?
prosperity, on triumph without obstacles, or on anything that depends upon the fortune or perversity of another. Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism.
Damn it.
They can no more
Andre,
tear the world.
I'll find whoever did this.
Yes. Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism, they can no more tear the world.
This isn't good.
Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism.
I'll have your guts out.
People. Religious conspiracy.
I got so shiny. Is it?
People fear no more their people fear
Mademoiselle,
no more their
afraid I have to ask
sacrilegious
you.
conspiracy. That would be people fear no more their Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism, they can no more tear the world from... Yes. Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism, they can no more tear the world from... Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism.
Away with you!
People fear no more. People fear
You're not now!
Out of my way!
fear no more. Their sacrilegious conspiracy. Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism, they can no more tear the world from... Yes. Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism, they can no more tear the world from... Armed in turn with the daggers of fanaticism and the poisons of atheism,